guys. We have a cat. We'll see how long she stays. So, I don't want to talk about or think about anything important today. Also, I got a new phone, so I want to see how much better it looks. I can kind of tell already that it's better, but we'll see watching back. I am going to show you the products in my collection that already have pan on them. Why not? I like to watch these videos, hopefully you do too. Why am I so nervous? I don't know. I'm just talking to myself. Okay, we're gonna start with face products because they're smaller. I still don't know how to edit. I don't have a computer to edit on. I could probably figure it out on my phone, but I don't want to because that sounds like work. And I already have a job. So all of this is about to go out to the world. Anyway, first thing, this is probably the oldest thing and for a long time the only thing in my collection that had pan on it. It is a little sample guy, I mean not a little sample, it's like a deluxe mini size of the Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. I think the main reason this has such a big pan is because for a long time I only had like 2 bronzers. This one isn't my favorite, it's kind of shimmery, but I still wear it because I own it and it's not that bad. As long as a bronzer isn't like super dark, I'll use it pretty much. And then I have another bronzer. This one is from Physicians Formula. It's their Argan Wear bronzer. This is the light bronzer. It has that cool design. This one is really, really light, which works fine for me. I can kind of just like really get my brush in there. A lot of them I have to like tap. Be very careful. This one I can just kind of go hand with. So this is a good one for days when I don't want to be careful, which is a lot of days. It's also got like a nice sheen, but it's not shimmery like the Tarte one is. And then this one is fun. It's from the ColourPop Disney Villains. It's the Hades highlighter in the shade Everybody's Got a Weakness. Yeah, that's what it's called. Little guy right there. This one I really like. It has like a peachy kind of gold duochrome. But this is the Super Shock formula. If you're familiar, it's kind of like a putty, so you can kind of just dig in there and get pan. Anyway, I like this, so I don't mind that the pan is very small for right now. And then we have the ABH Moonchild Glow Kit. This was my favorite group of highlighters, I suppose. And I don't know if I can, this one is super small. It's in this shade here. Oh, there you go. The tiniest of pans. I think my favorite shades are these 3 here because they're the lightest. These 3 are basically white with like a colored duochrome. So there's blue, pink, and green. The green one, Lucky Clover, is actually my favorite. I don't know why that's not the one that has pan on it, but that's just how it works. All right, and then this one's super old, medium old, I don't know. It's the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani face palette. I have 3 pans in here. Super big pan on the bronzer here, Lo-Fi. This one might be my favorite bronzer in my collection. And I don't even know if Urban Decay makes bronzers anymore. And if they do, I don't know if they have this shade. And then we have this one here is called Hush. Yeah. I think it's meant to be a highlighter, but it's too dark and pink for me, so I used it as a blush, which kind of gave me like a sunburn look, but in a really good way. And then we have pan on the highlighter here, Angel, which is just a basic champagne-y kind of highlight. My hair's driving me nuts. I have a cowlick. So I have just like, it's not a bald spot. Okay, and then everything else are eyeshadows. So we're gonna start with Ace Beauté. This is the Blossom Passion palette. Mine's really dirty because these palettes get a lot of, like my Ace palettes take a beating. And I have a pretty big pan in this shade Peony here. It's a really nice like pinky inner corner shade. And then I have the Slice of Paradise, which is the Rainbow palette. And I actually have an empty pan. Full disclosure, I didn't use this whole thing. I was very close. It was just around the edges, so I decided to repress it and I ruined it. So I'm not sure if it's the formula that doesn't repress well or if I just did it wrong. I don't know. I've only repressed like 2 things and both of them have like completely shattered on me afterwards, so maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. Alright, and this one is the Rani Cosmetics Shattered Gems palette. This is an influencer brand. This is Ishani. Her channel is Total Makeup Junkie 101. I think she still goes by that. Anyway, I have 2 in here. I have the shade Diamond, which is just a nice silver shimmer, and then the shade Topaz, which is a really nice matte, like burnt orange. I really like this one, except for this shade here. This shade is a nightmare. All of the rest of them are perfect. I guess there are duds in every palette. I'm actually wearing that shade, that dark blue, today, and I don't know if you can see how patchy it is. I don't know, I feel like I'm medium good at blending eyeshadow, so this is not my fault. Maybe it's my fault. No, it's not. Alright, and then this one I have a little duo here. This is from Julep. I got this when I was a member of their subscription service and I forgot to skip a month because I would not have picked this because these are the 2 most basic shades ever. But I do like this. I use it sometimes as a contour for my face, but also it's just a really good like first transition shade if you have a pretty fair skin tone like I do. Alright, and then the Naked Smoky palette from Urban Decay. I really like this palette. Everyone, I mean I guess not everyone, I know a few people that I watch on YouTube also like this palette, but for the most part people are like, this is the worst palette Urban Decay has ever done. I don't know, I like it. I have shade up pan on this shade here, Whiskey. I mostly use it in my brows, but also sometimes to just like deepen up the outer corner. Also, I dropped it, so now it like squeaks. Okay, and then I have another ABH. This is the Prism palette. I love this one too, and again, a lot of people didn't really. I think it's because it has kind of like a jarring color story, and also because it was limited edition, so a lot of people won't talk about it on YouTube anymore. And this one is another one that's going to be tough to see. I have the tiniest little pan, there you go, in the shade here, Eternal, which is just like a really nice coppery color. I think I wore this on my lids every day for like a month straight at one point. It's very pretty. Okay, and then the last one, also from ColourPop, this is the palette from the Disney Villains collection, the Misunderstood palette. And I have 2 pans in this one as well. I have the Fates and 101. I use both of these as liners mostly. But again, this is another one that I really enjoy that I don't think a lot of other people do. Maybe because the matte shades in here are very limiting, but I prefer shimmers anyway. Alright, so that's everything so far that I have. Hopefully more to come. I don't know. That's it. Hopefully this one turns out good. Alright. Thanks guys. Bye.